Good morning, Year Twos. Who is excited to learn about time today? Where have you seen one of these clocks before? And do you know what it is called? Called an analog clock. We know this because the numbers are from 1 to 12 and there are two hands. The hands move from each position to show what time it is. We'll be exploring the features of this more in depth next. Here are some clocks that we may have seen in everyday life. Come and talk with the partner next to you where you have seen these clocks and if you have seen any of them.
An analog clock has two hands. The big hand represents the minutes and the little hand represents the hours. An analog clock has numbers from 1 to 12 that go all the way around the clock. These numbers tell us what hour of the day it is. Our big hand, also known as the minute hand, tells us how many minutes past the hour. Now, when counting our minutes, each number on the clock represents 5 minutes. So if we skip count by fives all the way around the clock to all 12 numbers, we're going to get to 60, which then means we know that 1 hour has passed. Now let's count our minutes together. We're going to start at 1 and we're going to finish at 12. So we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Now let's work out the time together. So if we look at our hour hand, we can see that it's directly pointing straight to the 3. So we know that our hour is going to be 3. If we look at our minute hand, we can see that it's directly pointed to the 12, telling us that 1 full hour has passed. This shows us 3 o'clock. Whenever you see the minute hand pointing to the 12, we know it's going to be an o'clock number. We can also represent our time using quarters and halves. So we can see on our clock that our minute hand has gone halfway around the clock and is therefore halfway past the hour. So we can say that the time on the clock shows us 3:30. Here we have another example where we can see that our minute hand has gone a quarter past our hour. The time tells us it's 8:15, but we can also say a quarter past 8.
Right, so we are going to bring it all together now. So as we can see on our clocks, there are different parts that the hands are positioned to. There's a quarter past the hour, which is 15 minutes, a half past the hour, which is 30 minutes, and a quarter to the hour, which is 45 minutes. Alright, let's work through this example together. So this clock shows that we have the minutes hand on the 9 and the hour hand on the 6. This means that the time is 6:45 or quarter to 6. Let's work through some examples together. This clock shows us that it is 10:30 or half past 10, as the hour hand is on the 10 and the minutes hand is on the 6.